Long after the flood, the people of the earth began to grow in number. They all spoke the same language and shared one culture. Traveling eastward, they found a wide open plain in a land called Shinar, what would later become Babylon. There they made a decision that would change the course of history. Let's build a city, they said, a tower that reaches all the way to heaven. They weren't building to honor God. They were building to make a name for themselves. They molded bricks, stacked them high, and worked with one voice, one vision, and one mission to touch the skies. But behind their ambition was something dangerous: pride. As they toiled, a shadow loomed over them, and in an instant, their unity began to unravel. The people suddenly found themselves speaking different languages, unable to comprehend each other. The grand vision they shared crumbled before their eyes, replaced with chaos. Their dream of reaching heaven turned into a nightmare as the tower stood unfinished. In their quest for greatness, they had forgotten the importance of humility. The tower was abandoned, and the people. From heaven, God looked down at the tower rising fast above the land. He saw what the people had become, united in purpose, but not in truth. If they can do this now, God said, nothing they plan will be impossible for them. So he came down and confused their language. Suddenly workers couldn't understand each other. One asked for bricks, another brought straw. Arguments broke out. Chaos spread. The building stopped. The tower stood unfinished. And the city, once full of harmony, now echoed with broken speech and scattered voices. They called the place Babel because it sounded like confusion. And from there, God scattered the people across the whole earth, creating different nations, cultures, and tongues. In the wake of Babel, the once united people found themselves in distant lands, each group beginning to forge its own path. New languages blossomed like flowers in spring, as unique identities emerged from the ashes of their shared past. Communities formed, each with distinct traditions, beliefs, and ways of life, transforming the world into a mosaic of humanity. The people had wanted to rise to heaven, but God brought them back to earth. They thought they could build their way to greatness, but they had forgotten who gave them life, breath, and unity in the first place. The Tower of Babel teaches us that human pride builds high, but it crumbles without God. It's not our name that matters, it's His. And though language divided the world that day, God's plan for redemption would one day bring all people back together again, not through a tower, but through the Spirit at Pentecost. As the towering structure fell, the confusion set in. Languages mingled, ambitions shattered, and humanity realized their limits. But God's unwavering love was not finished. At Pentecost, a new promise emerged. The Spirit inspired communication beyond barriers, uniting hearts and spreading hope. Where pride led to division, grace opened doors to understanding and connection, proving that no earthly tower could ever reach the heavens like the bridge created by divine love. In that moment, barriers vanished, as hearts united, transcending language, background, and culture. The Holy